Hey everybody, so welcome back. Down in the basement tonight, but be picking up here where we left off with the poems in When We Were Very Young by A. A. Milne. Oh, as long as you're here, this is my record collection. Yeah, basement's nice. Okay, so here you ready to start? All right, here we go. When We Were Very Young by A. A. Milne. Now let's see, where did we leave off? Okay, here we go. The island. If I had a ship, I'd sail my ship, I'd sail my ship through eastern seas, down to a beach where the slow waves thunder, the green curls over and the white falls under. Boom, boom, boom. On the sun-bright sand, then I'd leave my ship, and I'd land and climb up the steep white sand. And climb to the trees, the 6 dark trees, the coconut trees on the cliff's green crown, hands and knees to the coconut trees, face to the cliff as the stones patter down, up, 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 staggering, stumbling, round the corner where the rock is crumbling, round this shoulder, over this boulder, up to the top where the 6 trees stand. And there I would rest and lie, my chin in my hands, and gaze at the drizzle and the sand below, and the green waves curling slow, and the gray-blue distant haze where the sea goes up to the sky. And I'd say to myself as I looked so lazily down at the sea, there's nobody else in the world, and the world was made for me. That was kind of nice. Oh, 3 foxes. Okay. The 3 foxes. Once upon a time, there were 3 little foxes who didn't wear stockings and they didn't wear socks. But they all had handkerchiefs to blow their noses, and they kept their handkerchiefs in cardboard boxes. They lived in the forest in 3 little houses, and they didn't wear coats and they didn't wear trousers. And they ran through the woods on their little bear tootsies, and they played touch last with a family of mouses. They didn't go shopping on high street shopses, but they caught what they wanted in the woods and the copses. They all went fishing and they caught 3 wormses. They went hunting and they caught 3 whoopses. Not sure what a whoops is. Some English thing. They went to a fair and they all won prizes, 3 plum puddingses and 3 mince pieses. They rode on elephants and swang on swingses and hit 3 coconuts and coconut cheeses. That's all I know about the 3 foxes who kept their handkerchiefs in cardboard boxes. They lived in the forest in 3 little houses, but they didn't wear coats and they didn't wear trousers. And they didn't wear stockings and they didn't wear sockses. Sounds a little Dr. Seussy, don't you think? Yeah. Anyway, so let's go to politeness. Could all use a little politeness these days. If people ask me, I always tell them, "Quite well, thank you. I'm very glad to say." People ask me, I always answer, "Quite well, thank you, and how are you today?" I always answer, I always tell them. They ask me politely, but sometimes I wish they wouldn't. Well, that looks like fun. Jonathan Joe has a mouth like an O and a wheelbarrow full of surprises. If you ask for a bat or something like that, he's got it, whatever the size is. If you're wanting a ball, it's no trouble at all. Why, more than that, you ask for the merrier, like a hoop and a top, and a watch that won't stop, and some sweets, and an Aberdeen Terrier. Jonathan Joe has a mouth like an O, but this is what makes him so funny. If you give him a smile, only once in a while, he never expects any money. Okay, we'll get one more. At the zoo. There are lions and roaring tigers and enormous camels and things, and buffalo bisons and a great big bear with wings. There's a sort of tiny potamus and a tiny Norris too. but I gave buns to the elephant when I went to the zoo. There are badgers and bidgers and bodgers in a superintendent's house. There are masses of goats and a polar and a different kinds of a mouse. I think there's even something, a sort of a something, which is called a wallaboo, but I gave buns to the elephant when I went down to the zoo. If you try to talk to the bison, he never quite understands. You can't shake hands with a Mingo. He doesn't like shaking hands. And the lion and roaring tigers are saying, "How do you do?" But I give buns to the elephant when I go down to the zoo. Well, that's it for today. We'll start off with Royce pudding tomorrow. Have yourself a great evening. Hope your family is well. Hope you're well. Take care of yourselves. Hope to see you again. Bye-bye.